Now, of course, gun control advocates, they don't seem to know or understand these statistics or firearms in general. I'll prove my point. Take a look.
There's no legitimate reason to have an AR-15. You can't shoot deer with it. You can't. It has no practical significance. What it does is it machofies, if that's a word. It makes macho the people who possess it. Oh, look at me! I'm a big deal.
It's a rifle.
And it's not a rifle.
Yes, it's
Greg.
a rifle.
It is a machine.
What does AR stand for?
It is an automatic rifle.
No, that's not what it is.
All right, joining us now to face off in the hot seat, Fox and Friends Weekend co-host Pete Hegseth, the co-host of the Five, Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo, you do know you don't know what AR means, right? Somebody told you by now?
No, I know what it means. It means Uvalde, Buffalo.
That's
Tree
clever.
of Life Synagogue
That's
in
cute.
Pittsburgh, Parkland.
But in reality,
Las
you don't know
Vegas,
what an
58 dead there. Sandy
What does
Hook.
the AR mean in AR-15? What does the AR part mean?
Armalite, rifle, assault rifle. I mean,
Pete Hegseth.
why are we playing games? The fact of the matter
We're
is,
not playing games. It's
Gavin
like
Newsom
I own
is correct.
AR-15s.
Gavin Newsom is right.
That have
The Second Amendment
specific
is
cosmetic
grotesquely out of
changes
touch.
because of New York laws, but it's the same weapon. Pete.
Of course, it's Geraldo. You called it a machine gun. It's not a machine gun.
It's not a machine gun.
You can accuse me of machismo. I own multiple rifles, AR-15s. It doesn't mean assault rifle. It's not a machine gun, and I have a right in this country to own it for my own self-defense and defense of my family. If kids are getting rifles improperly, they're breaking the law in doing so. Ultimately, the first thing autocrats like Gavin Newsom want to do is take away your right to bear arms and defend your family and defend your freedoms. Most people who are against guns have no idea what an AR-15 is or how it is used. Gavin Newsom is chief amongst them.
There have been 39 mass shootings.
It could have been
in
any
this
other
country
size of
since the beginning of the year, in which 4 or more people were killed or wounded. There are 120
Do you know what a machine gun or an automatic rifle
for every
is,
100
Geraldo?
Americans.
Do you know what a machine gun is versus
and Gutfeld,
an automatic rifle?
I don't even want to put you in the same. It is an assault
Gutfeld knows about
rifle.
guns just like I do. He's an American. He's a patriot.
Assault rifle.
It's not an assault rifle. It's the same as any other rifle. It just looks a little bit different. So you're intimidated because it looks like rifles that I carried in the infantry, in the military. You know where I feel the least safe, Geraldo? The least safe in my life. I live in Tennessee now, which has constitutional carry. Not a moment in Tennessee am I worried about my personal safety or the safety of my family. But when I go to New York City, which is a gun-free zone, I'm at the whim of criminals who carry guns all over the city. The cops are demoralized to defend me. I have no ability to defend myself. How is that freedom for me or my family or for people like me? So we're supposed to capitulate to gun grabbers like Gavin Newsom and call it a suicide pact? How many guys were guarding him?
How many mass shootings are too many?
Two more in front of him.
Major Hegseth,
two more in front of him.
I hold your military service in great esteem, as you know. I hold you in the highest regard.
I appreciate that.
I have
understand
seen
that.
much more than my fair share of combat. I have been around where those weapons have torn the hell out of people. I'll tell you a quick story. Mar-a-Lago, I was at a private dinner with President Trump, 2018. He had just come back from visiting the survivors of the Parkland school massacre. He sat down next to me, just me and the president, and he said, I could not believe how wicked, how severe the wounds on those children were. I said, Mr. President, then why don't you pass a juvenile assault weapons ban in which you had to be, if you couldn't drink beer, you can't buy an assault weapon.
The problem
he said, that's
is
a good
the guy
idea.
pulling the
Then Don
trigger,
Jr.
not
came
the
over
gun,
and said, no, that's the same,
or the parents or
same
the families.
wounds, same muscle velocity.
Let me step in, guys. Let me hold on. By the way, AR is Armalite Rifle, which is the original design company. Just to let everybody in our audience know. Let me just stop you here. Geraldo, it doesn't stand for assault rifle. That's not what it is.
I said Armalite. I said it. It is an assault rifle.
You probably have not fired one and compared and contrasted it to other weapons. The reality is whether it's a pistol, whether it's a rifle, America's Second Amendment is clear. The right of the people to keep and to bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, here you have
How many is too many?
Here you have the
How
likes
many is
of
too
Gavin Newsom. He is surrounded by armed guards. Hollywood elite are surrounded by armed guards. The people that make this country great have a right to defend themselves and their family and their property. And by people trying to take away that right from them, they are denying them the very security that they, the elite, have.
Give me
Why
that
would you
rifle.
support
Give me
that?
that rifle.
And what would you do if somebody broke into your? What would you do if somebody broke into your home?
This is what weapons look like. This is what they look like when the Second Amendment was
You're going to
passed.
get arrested
This
in
is
New
what
York
they
for
look
having
like.
that. I'm just warning you
and
right now.
I'll let everyone in the country.
bail you out.
want to own this? You could own this. You could own this. You could load it. You could do
very
whatever you
cute.
want with it. And this, what you don't want though.
And I can ride to work in a horse, on a horse, if
that
you
they can
want.
Let me
tear
guess,
the hell out of people.
Like Alec Baldwin, it'll go off without pulling the trigger. I understand. That's your thought. But the reality is, what do you do if somebody breaks into your house, Geraldo? You love your family. You love your wife. You love your children.
Against
what are you going to do?
Having guns.
Okay.
I have a gun. Everybody I know,
But you
all
get
of
to
my
choose what
friends
gun?
and neighbors, I assume, have guns. They're not gun crazy. If someone comes breaking in the window, you take it out of your little
I have a
safe
gun
by the
collection
bed.
that'll rival Pete's.
If you feel any kind of paranoia or worry, you take a pistol. You do what you have to do. But the
Last
AR-15,
30 seconds go to Pete
You're
Hegseth.
not
Let's
going to
give Pete
use
the
it.
last
Where
word.
are you going to keep an AR-15? Over your bed?
Let's have it. I keep them wherever I want to keep them in a constitutional carry state to defend my family as necessary. The first instinct of every dictator in the third world is to take away the guns of the people. Because once you take away the guns of the people, you limit their ability to have recourse as free people, as individuals. That's
During
the
the
instinct
assault
of every
weapons
leftist in
ban,
America based on an
Guys, I gotta
emotional
roll.
Gun
argument. It's
homicides
an emotional
dropped.
argument.
As soon as the ban was lifted, they went
Yeah,
skyrocket.
tell that to California.
Hollywood okay, politicians
to
okay.
Chicago.
We the people, we are subject to what criminals have that we're not going to be allowed to have. All right, we'll see. Thank you both. When we come back, don't forget, by the way, check out Season 2, Pete Hegseth, The Miseducation of America, now on FoxNation.com.